Dear students, we are studying chapter first, that is reproduction in lower and higher plants. In that we studied post fertilization changes, that is development of endosperm, development of embryo in our last part. Today we will see about seed and fruit development. With the development of embryo and endosperm, ovary enlarges in size. Sepals, petals, stamen, style and stigma fall off and ovary changes into the fruit. The goal of reproduction in every living organisms, including plants, is to create offspring for the next generation. One of the ways that plants can produce offspring is by forming or making the seeds. The flowers must be pollinated in order to produce seeds and fruit. Seed development is initiated by fertilization. The integument of the fertilized ovule persist and get transformed into the seed coat and mature seed. Seed sometimes consist of two distinct coverings. A typical outer seed coat, the testa, and inner thin membranous is tegmen. The nucellus in the ovule may persist in some genera like black pepper and beet as a thin papery layer. That thin papery layer is perisperm. In some seeds, the food reserves in the endosperm are partially used up in the development of an embryo. Obviously, in such seeds, the endosperm remains conspicuous and fills a greater part of the seed. Thus, the resultant seed is endospermic, or it is also known as albuminous. For example, coconut, maize, all monocotyledon seeds, these are the endospermic or albuminous seed. Exception is the castor. Castor is a dicotyledonous seed, but still it is endospermic. In other seeds, embryo absorbs food reserve from the endosperm completely during its developmental stages. Thus, endosperm disappears in mature seeds. The resultant seed is non-endospermic or eggs albuminous. For example, pea, bean, all the dicotyledonous seeds, these are the non-endospermic or eggs albuminous seeds. The cotyledons in some non-endospermic seeds act as food storage, and in others they are the first photosynthetic organs. Micropyle persist as a small pore in seed coat to allow the entry of water and oxygen during soaking. Fruit development is triggered by hormones produced by developing seeds. As mentioned earlier, after fertilization, the zygote is formed and the ovary begins to differentiate into the fruit, and ovary wall develops into pericarp. Pericarp is basically three-layered, which get differentiated in the fleshy fruit like mango, coconut, etc. What are the parts of the fruit? Can you recall? What is the difference between true fruit and false fruit? Remember, you studied all topic in 11th standard. Significance of seed and fruit formation. Fruits provide nourishment to the developing seeds. Fruits protect the seeds in immature condition. Seeds serve as important propagating organs of plant, or it is a propagating unit of plant. Seeds and fruits develop special devices for their dispersal and thus help in the distribution of the species. Help to rebuild natural ecosystem. Mix seeds and potting soil together with dry clay. Mold the mixture into small balls and allow them to dry in sun. Throw the same at places suitable for germination. Along with this video, I am sending you the link for video. In that video, you can watch how these seed balls are thrown for the plant cultivation. Dormancy is a state of metabolic arrest that facilitates the survival of organisms during adverse environmental conditions. Structural or physiological adaptive mechanism for survival is called dormancy. Structural or physiological adaptive mechanism for survival is called dormancy. Mature and viable seeds will not germinate even in the presence of favorable conditions, and they are dispersed at different places during dormancy. Viable seeds germinate only after completion of dormancy period. Here in this box you can observe the different example. You can read different examples. How long seeds stay viable or healthy? Can old seeds still grow? Some examples of oldest mature seeds that have grown into viable plants are like lupinus. The seeds is live for 10,000 years, like phoenix. Then some seeds are short-lived, for example, citrus. Some tiny seeds are easy for dispersal, example, striga, orchids, orobanchaca, etc. So, today in this part we studied about seed and the fruit development. Thank you.